This might look like just a normal Ren Fair to you, but back in the 60s, this was very controversial. There's actually a neuroscience behind this. Let's talk about it. Why was the Ren Fair so controversial? The Ren Fair started back in the 60s. A teacher in California, Phyllis Patterson, launched it as a summer history project for the kids. It was meant to teach about medieval life through art, music, performance. It was kind of magical. Here's what's interesting. A lot of people who helped launch it were teachers and artists who had been blacklisted during the Cold War era. This was a time when being accused of not being loyal enough literally could end your entire career. It was roughly through the 40s and 50s when America was deep in the Cold War fear. People were worried there were people right here in America that were trying to undermine our country. So, to prove you weren't a threat, you might have to sign a loyalty pledge, literally promising you weren't part of any weird, suspicious group. Now, if you didn't, or if someone hinted you weren't fully aligned, you could literally lose your whole career forever. And you might be thinking, well, okay, seems easy, why don't I just sign it and move on with my life? But it wasn't that simple. Signing often meant publicly backing intense investigations that ruin innocent lives. Sometimes it meant agreeing to naming another person just for questioning or being watched. A lot of decent folks, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, refused this principle. And as history loves to repeat itself, when those blacklisted teachers and artists created the community event, it didn't quite fit the mold. It made a lot of people uncomfortable. Now, specifically, a lot of amygdalas lit up and saw this as a threat. We're human, thrive on tribe, finding community, feeling safe around whatever looks normal or common for the times. Some amygdalas can't process it and tag it as danger, even if it's literally dressed as someone in a Lord of the Rings outfit. They looked at it as a threat. Local officials tried to block the fair. Planning commissions called it improper. Radio hosts actually warned about people in red tights as if wearing a costume was a threat to America's values. Sound familiar? My anxious attached brain used to freak out if someone didn't text me back right away. That's my amygdala betraying me. Not because anything was truly wrong, just my amygdala telling me you're not safe until they text you back. It's crazy. Sometimes our amygdalas aren't right. They'll try to figure out a way that keeps us safe, but I've had to rewrite that code in my brain so that I now can move forward and not freak out when someone doesn't text me back. We're only as evolved as the time we take to be evolved. Otherwise, we're just allowing our amygdala driving the show. You pick. Fast forward to today, the Ren Fair is basically a place to enjoy dressing up. Eating some turkey legs, jousting fairies. Is that really so wrong? And we see this over and over. Something new shows up and an ill-equipped brain with a public platform labels something random as a threat. But the deeper question is it actually dangerous? Or is it someone making it look that way?